When you play the Game of Thrones, you win or you die. Hello, it's Matty F, baby. We're back with some Kingdom Cup action, and as soon as this cup was announced, everyone on Twitter, Reddit started making Game of Thrones jokes, and I was all down with it. It's coming back on very soon. A user on Reddit by the name of ControveT almost instantly posted a list of different Pokemon and who they would be in the series. So he said Black Charizard is Drogon, Altaria is Viserion, and Kingdra is Rhaegar, so that's the dragons. And then Lucario is Jon Snow. I love that one. Frostlass is the Night King. There's definitely resemblance there. Melmetal is the mountain. I mean, yeah, I can see the mountain, you know what I'm saying? And then Bastiodon is the heckin' wall, man. It's the wall at the north. So, really funny. And then he says, and there's your meta. And it's just hilarious. But, yeah, it made me thinking about Game of Thrones. And it made me really just want to go have fun and become the mother of dragons. So I'm your Khaleesi today. We're doing a challenge where we're just taking pretty much full dragon teams. I do have like 2 other Pokemon that aren't dragon on my team of 6 that I'm sending to people, but then mostly 90% of the games that we played I used all dragons, with Charizard being included in that. So Kingdra, Charizard, Flygon, Altaria. There is also some Dragonair action, so we get out there and use just 5 different dragons throughout this video. Hope that you enjoy. Let's go get this rolling. Let's go take over the 7 kingdoms. Alright, so we're facing off against Dozer to start. We have Kingdra against his Altaria. As you can see, it gets some pretty heavy damage in the Altaria. We switch into the Flygon. Probably should have switched into the Charizard. The thought process was I want to get into my Flygon and spam these Dragon Claws. Either take them down in about 2 Dragon Claws or get some shields down, get through those shields, and then maybe come in with the Charizard afterwards and finish the Altaria off after, you know. So we get 1 shield and half of the Altaria down. Then we do bring in our Charizard. He switches out into the Melmetal. We're going to go ahead and hit the Blast Burn. Probably should have hit the Dragon Claw here and went for the shield bait, but we got a little frisky there. So he go ahead and hits us with the Rock Slide, which we're going to block that up and try to get to another Blast Burn. And he go ahead and back-to-backs us with the Rock Slide. So you can see the Mountain, aka Melmetal, just does some work against Charizard. He has those back-to-back Rock Blasts, and having that Thunder Shock, I believe it is, on the Melmetal, the only fast move it has, it just charges energy so fast. So we bring the Kingdra back in, and as you can see, it just can't get back to that energy up for Hydro Pump to finish off Altaria. So we lose the first round. The Khaleesi, the mother of dragons, is down 1-0. So we're going up, so Kingdra versus Flygon, and we should have shielded there. We're expecting a Dragon Claw, to be honest, and thinking, you know, that we could survive one of those, but it turns out to be an Earthquake, and it does wipe us really handily. So anyways, now we're in Flygon versus Melmetal. He has a Rock Slide. Flygon is going to be really good at countering Melmetal. He brings in a Charizard, and we're going to hit a Dragon Claw. We do not want to be taking Dragon Claws from Charizard. We're trying to get through the shields of the Charizard or get, you know, some HP down. So we get 1 shield from the Charizard and some HP. We know he takes 1 and shields 1. We go ahead and shield up ourselves and then go fly another Dragon Claw back off at him and hope to get him down before he gets another Dragon Claw off. Not the case. So in the second battle for the 7 kingdoms, yeah, we're not looking too bad though. The Melmetal comes back in. We get a little bit greedy here, trying to get to the Earthquake, but as you can see, 1 HP. We barely come through, and yeah, like I said, Flygon does some pretty hefty work against Melmetal. So we take that second battle for the 7 kingdoms against Dozer. So now it's 1-1. We have Charizard versus Flygon to start. We're wanting to get to our Dragon Claw, you know, and get that off on him. And actually, his Flygon, I later learned, doesn't have Dragon Claw. It has Stone Edge and Earthquake. So I think maybe go get Dragon Claw on that Flygon, and then you can pick Stone Edge or Earthquake, up to you. I'd go Earthquake myself and get that nice Melmetal, yeah, nice Melmetal counter right there, because he just tanks everything Melmetal throws at him. So anyways, it's Charizard versus Altaria. Altaria now. We're going to pop some Dragon Claws off, hoping to get one more off before those Dragon Breaths tear completely through us, and we do get one more Dragon Claw off. So yeah, Altaria can survive about 2 Dragon Claws from people. It seems about 2 Dragon Claws is what it takes usually to get through an Altaria, you know, and then some fast moves as well. Anyways, the Melmetal's coming in. We go switch over to our Flygon, and yeah, go and use our Ground and Pound, using our Mud Shots, and then tanking this because, yeah, the Rock Slide and the Thunderbolt, whatever the Thunder move, charge move he has, is not going to hurt us too terribly. So we go ahead and finish off the Melmetal with an Earthquake, block the Dragon Pulse that the Altaria brings back out on us, and then send a Dragon Claw off that way. And it's not going to be enough to finish him off, but we got another Pokemon ready, and it's got Sky Attack, and it is our guy Altaria. So the Mother Dragons getting some dragon work. Yeah. Anyways, we got Dragon on Dragon Crime right here. It's Flygon versus Kingdra to start. I might call it Seadra at some point, but Kingdra versus Flygon. And since we have the Waterfall on our Kingdra, it does some pretty good damage against the Flygon. I'm not sure, maybe I guess the Dragon Breath would as well, but you know, it's pretty nice. I want to try out the Waterfall since that's what I got on my Kingdra when I evolved it. Yeah. And since I was doing this challenge, I figured, you know, have that option of having a water type attack on my team, you know, since I'm running this like almost pretty much strictly dragon team. And every few games I was like throwing in a Melmetal or Bastiodon from my squad, you know, so the person couldn't completely stack against dragons every single time they fought me. So yeah, anyways, Steelix versus Altaria, and not very effective there, you see. But we do get him down. He's still got 2 shields left. He wasn't shielding there, you know, because the Steelix can go ahead and he can tank everything that Altaria has to offer pretty well. So we have our Flygon versus the Altaria. He's got 2 shields left still, which of course we know Flygon needs those, or Altaria needs those 2 shields to survive a Flygon, or at least 1 shield. And so we can't get to another Dragon Claw. I meant to say we need like 1 shield, and then we can't get to this Hydro Pump on our Kingdra. We have it ready, but can't quite get there, so he go ahead and downs us with that Altaria, which is a Pokemon we never wanted to see during this, or you know, some other ice Pokemon as well. Anyways, we both switched there. I switched into Flygon onto the Steelix, and he switches into the Flygon on the Flygon, but we're ahead in energy, so we go ahead and Dragon Claw, and then back to back it, which he's going to go ahead and shield this second one up because he's got a Dragon Claw almost ready too, right? No, I mean a Stone Edge. Oops, that's what I meant to say. But anyways, before that Stone Edge comes out, we get another Dragon Claw. So he goes ahead and shields up. So I think right there, maybe too much investing into the Flygon, because we get to our energy or our charge move so much faster having the Dragon Claw as opposed to the Stone Edge. We get to the move faster and it does a lot more damage. So I think maybe at that point might have been a good time to just sacrifice the Flygon and save those shields and probably use them on this Altaria coming up. He goes ahead and down, finishes off the Flygon, finishes off that breakfast. We bring in the Altaria on the Altaria action, shield up that first Sky Attack coming out. We're going to try and get him down with Dragon Breath. So we're like, man, I don't think that's going to happen. We think another Sky Attack's coming, so we decide, no, let's actually not do that. And yeah, he brings in the Steelix. So I think he only has Heavy Slam on the Steelix now. So, you know, I think Crunch Earthquake is still the way to go. Even for this cup with Steelix, still think that's the best route to go personally. Yeah. But yeah, Steelix I'm not loving too much for this cup as like a top 6 Pokemon, you know, to put on your team. But, you know, if you can't get all the top meta Pokemon, I don't think Steelix is completely terrible. But yeah, there's definitely way better options out there all over the board. Anyways, so now it is 3-2. The Mother Dragons. We're just trying. It's really hard. It's a really hard, challenging thing to sit here and do, because you know you gotta try and finagle your way through every match, getting through the Altarias, getting through the Flygons, figuring out how to deal with Steelixes and stuff and other walls that people throw at you, dealing with Lucarios or Alolan Ninetales or Bastiodons. Just so many different things that can tank everything that my Pokemon have to offer. So it's really fun and interesting challenge, and I hope that some of you guys decide to just do this when you're practicing for the Kingdom Cup, because I think it made me a lot better, made me understand these matchups a lot more, and like I really feel like I know the Altaria versus Flygon matchup really well now after this, and a couple other matchups too. So I really enjoyed doing this challenge. It was a lot of fun, and sorry not to commentate during this match, but I just want to tell y'all, like, I did this and we're doing this video as opposed to a lot of the usual format and what we usually do here, because yeah, this was a lot of fun and I wanted to do something kind of fun, and yeah, I enjoyed this a lot and it was really challenging. Anyways, so we're just gonna pick up right where it's at. Yeah, Rock Slide finishes off our Altaria. We have a Charizard left over, and he's got a Flygon, and so yeah, we put in our Dragon Claw on that Flygon. That is not going to be enough, but thankfully there was another one. I know I was rambling a lot, so hopefully you weren't looking at me while I was rambling a second ago. Go back and watch me farm that energy if you want to, because I ruined that, so sorry. Anyways, now we're playing against Jay from Marcus, and this was definitely pretty challenging. He was playing with some good Pokemon, you know what I'm saying? He's got the Lapras with Surf. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try and Dragon Pulse him here. And I'm thinking, you know, that'll do way more damage than the water move, obviously, the Aqua Tail. So next, I'm pretty sure he brings in the Steelix or a Bastiodon. Yeah, it's a Bastiodon. So we're going to get an Aqua Tail off, which he is going to let go through. For some reason, I thought he blocked it, but I guess maybe he thought another Dragon Pulse was coming through. Anyways, he lets that go through, and right here, I think I made a huge mistake. Yeah, I blocked that trying to get another Aqua Tail and getting one of his shields down maybe, and that was a horrible mistake. And then another mistake completely right after. I was definitely not trying to switch to Charizard, wanted to switch to Altaria. I think either way I'm about to lose, but yeah, it was a pretty bad matchup right there. I was like, oh no, I just switched to Charizard and not Altaria. That was dumb. So yeah, Jay from Marcus is going to go ahead and down us in this matchup for sure. We made some mistakes along the way. I shouldn't have shielded with that dragon there. I think I probably still would have lost any heckin' way. But yeah, I think I could have done a lot better personally. I think it would have been a lot closer. So now it is 4-3. The Khaleesi. I've won 4 matches and we've lost 3. We're trying to get through the 7 kingdoms. What is dead may never die. Okay. Winter is coming. Actually, I think is this where winter is? Yeah, winter is coming right here. And this was during a live stream. I was watching in between matches. You know, I play a match against Jay from Marcus, and then, you know, if he didn't accept the next one, I go watch like his next match and go send an invite. You know, jumping in and out of stream. But I jumped in and he's talking about, y'all tell me if you want me to use Frostlass or Ninetales, and no one was inviting him to a match. So I was like, well, heck, I want to invite them to a match. So I didn't suggest either of those to him, Alolan Ninetales or Frostlass, because I was about to try to fight him. So turns out I knew one of them was coming, because he wanted the chat to tell him. And it turns out it was the Alolan Ninetales, and he was leading with it. So I know I was going with my dragons, and I figured I probably wouldn't win the match, but I didn't figure he'd lead with it and completely sweep my team. So yeah, watch. Do you see that? Do you see how I just wrecked the whole team? Yeah, Alolan Ninetales with that ice just completely swept my very ice vulnerable team. Anyways, we got one more match against Brattles. And I played a lot more games than what's on this video. It's 4-4 right now. I won a lot more than I lost. Against Jay from Marcus, I lost a lot of them. And against, I lost a couple other here and there from against some people, but there was a couple of matchups where I swept some people when I played them in series, and some of the matches I just didn't want to use because they weren't as interesting. So I played probably like way more yeah, than these 9 matches. I probably played like 20, and yeah, just honestly there was like 2 I was like, dang, I either didn't push record or accidentally pushed stop recording when I was in the middle of the match. So anyways, going up against Brattles. Yeah, he's got the Mammoth Swine popping. We're gonna go ahead and Dragon Claw him, because what is dead may never die. Winter is coming. I PvP and I know things. I meant to go drop in Game of Thrones quotes while I was doing this, but we were just commentating. Sorry for being so chill on the end of this last match and in general, but yeah, we're just hanging out right now. I haven't been feeling that well the last few days. Probably won't for a few weeks. It's a tough time of year every year. Now, this time of year for me. So yeah, we go ahead and finish this. We take our 5th match. We got the 7 kingdoms under our reign right now. When you play the Game of Thrones, you either win or you die, and we won this time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. thank you for watching this. I have another fun video planned for tomorrow with Jim Banks, something me and him just did a little earlier today, and then I'm gonna try and dive into just actually breaking more stuff down, and yeah, just doing more breakdown videos. So look forward to that ASAP. It is coming. Just been taking it a little easy this week. Thank you guys so much for hanging out and loving on me, and if you're new, hope you subscribe. Y'all have a good one. Thank you so much again. Peace out.